He took off in the car with me in it. Both tased him. He got a taser in his probe in his hand.
Anybody else with him?
No.
That one I stopped him.
Almost ran his squad car with me in it.
So that guy clearly regrets his life choices, and honestly, probably wouldn't have happened if a cop wouldn't have made a questionable decision and pulled him out of a car because of a smell. Something to talk about later. But before I get into that, recently I think I might have gone through my first YouTube purge. Now, if you don't want to hear about this, I'm going to make sure that the video is timestamped so that you can skip right to when I start talking about the body cam. But I woke up this morning, opened up my eyes, the sun was bright, I screamed a little, and I looked at my phone and I noticed that I couldn't see my subscriber count. Now, to anyone who does YouTube, whatever, that's fine, YouTube fucks around a lot. But as soon as YouTube came back up, I noticed suddenly 8 of you guys were pushed into the void. I doubt that this was an organized hit. If it was, that was good, honestly. Good timing, just as YouTube went down. It wasn't an organized hit. So 8 of you were pushed into the void, and I'm assuming it was kind of like dead accounts, bot accounts, or something along those lines. Probably good. But we're at 482 now, still pushing for 500. I usually don't put things like this at the beginning of videos, because if you don't watch the video and know if you like it, if it's your first time in, why ask? But feel free to hit that subscribe button because we're pretty close. I do really want to do a Q&A if possible. I don't even really know if that would work, but I guess I'm going to end up asking you guys for help over the next couple of videos. I'm going to make a post. Leave your questions there. I would really appreciate it. It would really help me out, and I think it would be a really cool video. So, on to the body cam though. Essentially, someone ends up calling the police on this guy, says he's doing some weird stuff, and police show up. I'm going to just show you the beginning really quick. That way you guys know what's going on.
Any idea why I'm stopping you?
No, I don't.
Well, hey, somebody called in complaining that you're parked in the law enforcement parking spot.
Oh.
And they saw that you might have been acting a little strange. They wanted me to make sure you were doing okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. I just went there to go pick up some brake cleaner for my stepdad, so I apologize for parking in the wrong spot. Here's my ID.
Okay. Who's your dad? Your stepdad?
Charles.
Okay.
Laura.
Okay. They live here in town?
Yeah, I'm getting my car fixed right now, so.
So you're just borrowing this car?
Yeah, this is my mom's car.
So far, so good, honestly. When I first watched this, I thought to myself, if this guy's doing anything, he sounds pretty good so far, unless he has a script where he's reading and he just has really rehearsed it. He's intelligible, no slurring. I'm not a cop. I'm not going to act like I know exactly what to look for, but to me, he sounds fine. So he ends up getting questioned a little bit more, asked if he was with anyone, some basic questions, up until the point where he gets asked if he smokes any weed.
When was the last time you smoked marijuana?
A long time ago. I don't smoke it.
When you rolled down the window, I smelt it.
That's impossible because I don't smoke marijuana at all. My mom doesn't smoke. Nobody smokes marijuana.
Well, I'm still smelling it now, so.
How though?
How? With my nose.
I don't smoke marijuana though.
Okay. Well, it's not your car, so maybe it's in here and then somebody else is smoking in here.
It's not. There's no marijuana in here. I mean, I can call my mom right now and I can ask her.
This guy ends up calling his mom as soon as he gets into the traffic stop, and honestly, it kind of makes sense. It is his mom's car, and the cop is saying that he smells weed coming out of it. And this is kind of the issue that I do take with this. I think that this guy, obviously, he's guilty, he ends up being guilty, but not because the car has any weed in it. As far as I am led to believe, based on the situation, there actually never was any weed smoked in that car. This cop ended up saying that he did end up smelling that as soon as he rolled the window down, and in a lot of places that's more than enough for someone to get asked to step out of the car and for them to check. Spoiler alert, there was none of that found in the vehicle. There was something else, but there was none of that found in the vehicle, which ends up leading me to believe that a cop can just walk up to anyone and say, I smell weed coming out of your car, get out, I'm going to do a search. Something along those lines, or they're going to have to wait for a canine, right? So most of us wouldn't find ourselves in that situation, but just imagine for a second that you do. How would you react? Some people would get indignant And some people would just get out of the car if they have nothing to hide. Now, while being indignant doesn't necessarily mean you're guilty, in a lot of cases, how a person is indignant kind of does reveal whether they're guilty or not. This guy was acting as if he was guilty, kind of, throughout the body cam, even though, again, there was no weed ever found in the car. I don't know, I just went on a little tangent on that because it seems like a huge inconvenience. Say a cop is just in a really shitty mood and decides to do that because people are people, and sometimes people are shitty and they take out their emotions on others. It's how the world works, and you can't really stop other people from doing that. So in a case where that could happen and the cop's having a bad day, get someone out of the car, even if they're willingly getting out of the car, it's a huge inconvenience to them, especially if they're, say, going to work or going to an appointment or something along those lines.
No, they don't need to
They
come
can
here.
reassure that they don't smoke.
No,
or
they don't
anything.
need to come in here. But I do want you to step out of the car.
Okay. Mom,
What?
I just got pulled over. They said that I was smoking. They said that they smelled marijuana in the car.
You know what? That's a bunch of shit. It's a
Okay.
my car.
Come on over.
Yeah. We'll come down.
Just come out over here, okay?
That's Hartford PD. Like,
Yeah, this is Hartford PD.
I'm making a complaint. They're not checking my car for shit. I'm coming. I just like
Okay.
to drive.
Yeah, I'm not getting out the car. So I'm gonna get arrested because somebody called in and said somebody said I was smoking marijuana.
I didn't say you're getting arrested.
So this is where things started to seem a little bit fishy to me because personally, I don't think that it's worth escalating things to a point where you actually develop a charge. Just stay calm, record everything that's going on in a way that either write it down or record it, and then just make a report afterwards. There's nothing else that you can really do in this situation unless you actually want to get charges. I'm not saying that you should bend over every single time and give up your rights in every situation when you're with a cop, but at the same time, you should also sometimes consider the situation, and escalating it, even if you're right, doesn't mean that what you escalated it to is going to go away. Also, what's up with his mom? As soon as she got up on the phone, she was ready to fight. She had the accent ready to go as well as her boxing gloves. She's sending backup, by the way.
Not touching my shit at all.
I'm asking you to exit the car.
I don't know what's going on.
Where are you?
Is there anything
I'm
that
at the gas station.
is there anything that I can say for you that will make you exit the car at this moment?
Not to touch my car.
Listen, sir.
It's not to touch my car.
I was not smoking marijuana. I have done nothing.
62420.
I don't know.
No, put it in park.
Sir.
Put it in park. Put it in park. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
That cop almost got squashed like a pancake. Also, they went on the most exhilarating police chase I've ever seen. It lasted about 15 seconds, and he did a whole U-turn, almost crashing into a cruiser, pretty much instantaneously.
He's taking off with Derek in the car.
Get out of the put it down right now! Put it down right now! Get out of the car! Mom! Mom!
Get out, Derek, get out of the car now.
You need a taste! You need a taste! Stop! Stop! Okay? Put it in park! Okay? No! Okay? Get out of the f***ing car! I will let you up! Get out of the car right now! Get out of the car!
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Do not jump me! Do not jump me!
Chase him.
Take him!
Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
I don't know if you saw Derek there, but he really fucking slid into that driver's seat behind suspect number one. I forgot his name. Charles. His name's Charles. Wasn't gonna leave you guys hanging. I knew you guys forgot too. Either way, Mama's boy can only call for his mom over the phone, which she is still diligently listening to and screaming through, while he continues to make bad decisions and try and then run away. He took his mom's car for a joyride, acting like it was the most important thing to him to stay into this vehicle. He had to stay inside of this car. It was imperative. In fact, he drove away with cops inside of his vehicle to maintain himself in the vehicle. He abandons the vehicle and then he gets tased. He blocks the tase with one killer move, in my opinion. He puts his hand out first, which doesn't have a sweater on it, so obviously goes straight into the palm of his hand, and the other one hits his sweater. I actually don't know if his sweater shot got through. I don't end up actually seeing that. They ask to take a photo, but he refuses, like he's shy or something. He just acted a fool and he doesn't want to lift up his shirt a bit. After getting cleaned up a little bit after being tased and picked back up, put in cuffs, he starts to act a little bit weird, like something might finally be hitting or kicking in.
Got him.
I don't smoke weed.
Okay.
Can I please give my drink, sir? Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll stuff your sweatshirt.
One in your hand, okay?
Look at me. What was your first name again? What's that? Brandon? Brad. Hey, Brad. Why you shutting your eyes on me? Did you take some?
I don't feel it.
What'd you take?
I'm hurt, man.
What'd you take, Brad?
I'm on heroin, but I'm hurt.
My God, Brad. You seemed like you had 5 minutes before that shit hit and you chose all of the wrong character choices. You had QTEs at the wazoo that you could have used and you always chose the wrong one. You have the bad ending. Not saying that I wanted him to get away, but he kind of dug his own grave here. They do end up searching the car. No weed, just that heroin pouch that they found on him. And it seems to me like, well, the smell might have been there. I feel like this also just is a good time to bring up that discussion, the possibility of what if. Because power can be abused. We've seen it multiple times. And saying that you smell something isn't hard to do just to get someone out of their car. So I'm thinking it was most likely used a lot of times for that exact reason, even if nothing was smelt. This is where things get even more interesting. I know, he's been tased down, calling mom the entire time. Stepdad walks in. Stepson, are you stuck? Let me help you. He's here. Don't worry. Your problems are solved.
That's my car, my stepson. He went there to get stuff for me. What are you guys
We'll
doing?
talk to you in a second.
Here, that's the stepdad. Take the keys for that car.
The cleaner's in the car. Everything's in the car. I did nothing. I don't know.
Clearly, he did a whole lot of something. We just saw that. Mom, still on the phone, making a whole lot of fucking noise. Stepdad walks in. I'm not sure if he's more worried about his son or getting his next cleaner hit. He seems super riled up. Either way, whole situation's a mess. Guy ends up getting arrested, obviously, after getting taken to the hospital. So, according to Midwest Safety, original link to the video is in the description, it seems the possession of narcotic drugs as well as attempt disarming a peace officer were both somehow dismissed. I'm not 100% sure how that's even possible. I mean, in my opinion, looking at these four right here, I could see the attempt disarming a police officer being like brought down a little bit just to give the guy an easier time, but all those other ones are pretty serious charges. One of you guys might have to explain how that's possible to me. Obviously, a deal must have somehow been struck in some way, shape, or form, but he said during his arrest that he was on probation, so I honestly thought that he would have gotten more than a year and a half. But that's what it was. 1.5 years in state prison plus extended supervision for 3 years. And that's pretty much it. I thought it was interesting. A decent little conversation in it too. And yeah, hopefully if you guys do like these videos, please leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.